Hi friends, welcome back. Now let us see what a latch is. Latch is basically a system which has got two states, one on state and one off state. This word latch has come from latch used to lock the door. Usually it's a sliding one. It has got two positions. In one position, the door can be allowed to open, and in another the door is closed. So if you keep the slide on the open position, then it remains open as long as the position is not disturbed. If it is in the closed position, it remains in that as long as it is not disturbed. That means the latch itself cannot change its state. It has to be disturbed from outside, and somebody has to slide this latch to open or close the door. So external stimulus is required to modify the states, and electronically this can be achieved using two sets of two NAND gates, and there is a feedback required. So let me call this A, let me call this B. This is output 1, this is output 2. Okay, now before getting into next, let's first put a truth table for the NAND gate. It says A B, A NAND B. If it is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, it says this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0. Done. If any of the inputs is 0, the output is going to be 1. So let's assume that for some reason this was a 0. Let's assume that for some reason this was a 0, and if this was 0, we get a 0 here, and any 0 at the input ensures output to be 1. Therefore we have a 1 here, and that 1 comes back here. And if A is 1, B is 1, then 1 1 will make a 0, and 1 0 will make a 1. So this 1 1 will make a 0, this 1 0 will make a 1, this 1 comes back here as a 1, that makes 1 a 0 here, 0 comes back here, and this 0 ensures this to be 1, and this is in this state as long as you don't disturb it. As long as these two are 1 1, this is going to be in this state. Done. Now want to disturb it, so let me try to make it a 0. Let me try to make it a 0. So to make this a 0, let me so let me try to make it a 1 instead. Let us try that way. So to make it a 1 for a NAND gate, just ensure to make this point 0. If A is made 0, this is going to be 1. B is still a 1. A 1 comes back here, and 1 1 will guarantee this to be a 0, and this 0 comes back here, and this 0 ensures that this is going to be a 1. Now after some time, after this work is over, that means this has become a 0, therefore this has become a 1. A 1 has come here, 1 1 makes it a 0, and this 0 comes back here. So after this 0 comes back here, this 0 is no more required. Just this 0 is sufficient to keep this 1, so we can get it back to 1. Once we get it back to 1, what has happened is there was a 0 here, so that 0 comes here. That ensures this to be 1, and this 1 makes this point 1. This is 1, this was already 1, so 1 1 ensures this as 0. So now what has happened is this is 1, this is 0. Last time it was 0 here, a 1 here. So now, as long as you don't disturb, that means as long as a and b are 1 1, what would happen is this is going to remain 1, this is going to remain a 0. Want to disturb again? Okay, now make it a 0 here. When you make this a 0, this becomes 1, because any input 0 means output is going to be 1. Now this is 1, a 1 comes back here, and 1 1 will make this a 0, and this 0 comes back here, and this 0 now ensures the output to be 1. Now you don't need this 0 anymore. This 0 will ensure this to be 1. This 1 will make 1 1 as a 0. This 0 feedback and makes this 1 1 feedback makes this 0 0 feedback makes this 1 1 feedback makes this 0, and this feedback effect continues as long as you don't disturb this again. So we are disturbing from outside world. So if a is made 0, so if whenever whenever a is made 0 with b equal to 1, what happened is o1 will become 1, o2 will become 0. And whenever b is made 0, whenever b is made 0, then o1 will become 0, o2 will become 1. That means if you look at it, o1 is always the complement of o2 or vice versa. So these two are the same outputs but in complement forms. So if this is 1, this is 0, if this is 0, this is 1, that is 100% sure. Now what is happening is if this is made 0, we get 1 0 as output. If this is made 0, we get 0 1 as output. And if it is 1 1, if both are 1 1, then we don't know what will be it. We have seen last time when this was made 0, this has become 1, this has become 0. After that, if this is made 1, then 1 1 means it make sure that there is no more change. So we can say there is no change in the output. If it was 1, will remain 1. If it was 0, will remain 0. If it is 1 1. If it is 0 0, then this 0 will make this 1. This 0 will make this 1. Both are having 1, will have a problem with this property. Therefore, this is not allowed. Just make sure that when you are using with this latch, so just be careful and see that a and b together are never made 0. So what is this? If you look only this as your output, if you call this is output, then this will be complement of output. So making this 0 will make this 1, that means output becomes 1. So we can call it a set operation. So if a 0 is put here, it is going to set the output, and if you make this point 0, this makes output as 0, so we can call it reset. So in other words, this can be called with a symbol yes, this can be called with a symbol R. If yes is made 0, output is set. If R is made 0, output is reset. And if both are 1, then output will not change. So, as long as the inputs are 1 1, you don't find any change in the output. Output will change only when it is triggered from outside world. So if yes is made 0, the latch is set. If R is made 0, then the latch is reset. If it was already set and you try to set again, doesn't make any difference because the door was already open, and even if you try to open again, it remains open. If it was already 0 and you try to reset again, doesn't make any change. It's same as the door was locked and you try to lock again, so it remains locked, so there is nothing to change. Only thing is, if it is locked, you can unlock. That means you can set if it is reset, or you can lock when it is unlocked. That means you can set when it is reset. So that's a latch. This is the primary circuit which is used to remember our past action, and this is similar to our electrical switch which we use for our lighting. So the switch has got two positions, up and down, and if it is up, it is called off. If it is down, it is called on. And if the switch is off, it will remain off if somebody makes it on. And if the switch is on, it will remain on till somebody makes it off. So this type of thing is having two states, and both states are stable. That means they are going to remain in that state till external disturbance is there. So this type of thing we call a bistable system. Okay, other things also there. Whenever required, we just look into. So this is a latch, and the purpose of latch is to remember what was the last action what done on that particular circuit. So like, look at the switch. If the switch is in off position, then you can confidently say that the last action done on the switch was somebody switched it off. If the switch is found to be on, then you can confidently say that last action done on the switch is somebody made it on. Yes, you can tell what was the last action performed on the switch. So that is, the switch is remembering somebody switched on last or somebody switched off last. So that's what the main requirement is, to remember the past. So this concept is used to remember the past so that it can be further used in creating sequential circuitry. More such circuits to come up. So till then, take care. See you. Bye.